Previously on Genshin Impact.
Oh, hello, Traveler and Paimon. Pardon me, are you looking for Timaeus?
No, just strange for him to not be around. Paimon always sees him standing here.
I see. He was called away by Albedo a little while ago. I was called over to attend to the store. Actually, since it's you, I bet you're someone who'd be able to help Albedo. Albedo is the Knights of Favonia's chief alchemist. He's also Timaeus and my teacher.
I'm not sure someone as smart as him could use my help.
I'm sure that Albedo would love to hear about your incredible exploits. I know it would bring him lots of new inspiration. Albedo is a true gentleman. He'll be sure to pay you back in equal measure for helping him out.
Can he make me stronger?
I don't see why not. Testing the limits of living beings' capabilities is one of Albedo's areas of research, after all. Albedo and Timaeus will be conducting research in the mountains right now. I'd love to take you both to see him, but somebody has to attend to the store. I'm afraid you'll have to go to the entrance to the pass and look for him by yourselves. Look out for a refined gentleman with the presence of a true scholar. And... sorry. That's the best I can do. You'll have to do your best.
Hey, stop worrying. We got this.
Oh, there he is.
Is that Albedo? Why would he hang around a place like this?
The word on the street is he loves painting. He'll hang around anywhere for a good landscape. The views and scenery here are pretty good. Potential paintings everywhere you look.
But can't he see those hilichurls? Isn't he in danger?
Oh, now they spotted us.
Uh-oh. Looks like we startled them. Enough talk! Let's take them out of the picture first.
Who are you? Why did you alarm them?
We didn't mean to.
Thank the gods I'd already completed my painting. Would have been a shame to leave these particular hilichurls unfinished.
I thought you were painting a landscape.
We found your man. I'm headed back.
What? Don't you have any questions for him? Hey! Ugh, what a weirdo. We met a girl in Mondstadt, Sucrose. She said you were stuck with your research.
I see. So Sucrose sent you here. Then, if I'm not mistaken, you must be the honorary knight. You've got the whole of Mondstadt talking. I've heard a bit of everything. Your actions during Storm Terror's attack, your elemental control, and quite a few other mysterious things. I'll skip to the conclusion. There's only one possibility after all. You came from afar. From another world, correct?
You are worthy of your scholarly reputation.
Excellent. If I could procure your assistance, I think my research would benefit enormously. Time for a change of surroundings. We should be going. There's research to do.
Albedo and that traveler seem to have hit it off. Takes a weirdo to know one, I guess. I wonder, does this constitute a risk to Mondstadt?
And now on Genshin Impact.
This is my campsite. I've added the materials we collected to the concoction. While we are waiting, have a look over here. My assistant Timaeus here is helping me with my research. I'm guessing you may have met in Mondstadt already.
Yep.
Hello! I've just gotten hold of the data from your experiment. The report is already up on the board there.
Whoa! Look at all the data! You got all these results from one slime battle?
I wouldn't call them results, inferences, and a few daring guesses perhaps. I think the most rational direction would be to expound on the phylogenetic relationship between this traveler and the slimes.
I would have thought even Paimon and I were more closely related.
Consider. You don't have a vision, but you can manipulate elemental energy. The slimes don't have visions either, yet they too are able to manipulate the elements. Following this line of thought, I'm sure we'll be able to establish a basis in fact.
Not bad for a point of entry. But strictly speaking, slimes are elemental life forms. Another, a cryoregisvine, or even a whopperflower might be a better analogy. But tracing back the phylogenetic relationships between plants and animals, you might have to trace back to the world's origins.
Sorry about that earlier. My thumb got trigger happy.
In that sense, things might get difficult, don't you think?
Yes, sir. That sounds correct.
After all, we've got our primary data already. If it turned out that he did have a phylogenetic relationship with this world... Now that really would be something, wouldn't it?
Sorry, my trigger happy thumb again.
Ah, it would. Apologies. I was so excited to get the data. I'll slow down a bit next time.
Yeah.
Speaking of data, to complete our research, we'll need some more. I'll be conducting analysis here for the time being. If you're keen for an update, just come and find me.
Great, I'll leave you to it. Looks like the potion's ready. I'll try a little first. If all goes well, I'll hand it over to you. In line with my expectations. Ready to drink.
Okay.
Remember to keep calm at all times, and breathe deeply if you feel unwell.
Okay. Sorry about the trigger happy triggering Mon Gamers. Just pause the video if you want to read the rest of that subtitle, because I was not aware there was more, because the moment I heard Albedo stop speaking, I thought that was the end of it. So I just immediately went to the next dialogue. So sorry about that. So I think I may have pressed it twice. So just pause the video in those moments where I accidentally skipped over some dialogue. So let's proceed. Experimental potion. I hope this doesn't kill me. Oh, drink it? Okay, where is it? No, I don't think it's this one. Oh, where's the potion? Oh, here it is. Okay. A potion that Albedo made using alchemy. Despite its unusual color, Albedo insists that the potion will work just as expected. Drinking it should not cause any adverse side effects. Okay. Drink it.
Tasty? You've got a funny look on your face.
It's burning a bit.
You said you tried some already. You sure it was ready? What happened to him?
Oh, this was the result I was expecting. And a very positive one at that. This potion channels elemental power into the body. Under normal circumstances, a repelling reaction is to be expected. But if the internal elemental flow is unimpeded, you'll only experience momentary discomfort. Once the flow is complete, there won't be any other effects.
So you knew you'd be sick and still drank some?
It was my own concoction, of course. Only natural for me to be the guinea pig.
Out of consideration for the test subject?
But of course, you're my assistant. By all sense and reason, it would be wrong of me to place that risk onto you. In conclusion, I'd say we have our conclusion. As far as elemental energy is concerned, you're no different from anyone else in this world. Nothing peculiar.
Aw, Paimon wanted something cooler to happen.
Then again, better an ordinary result than a peculiar result. Peculiar results have a tendency to be of the undesirable variety.
I feel like you're referring to something in particular.
The good thing about ordinary is that everything is an object of reference, and everyone understands you. People are the same. They can understand, empathize, encourage, and support one another. When you're sick, a doctor can diagnose you because they are you. When something goes wrong, you can ask people who've made the same mistake for their experience because you are them. But a peculiar person, they don't have much recourse for the things we take for granted. The essence of their life is fundamentally different. For example, a human can't understand the life of a pyro-Regisvine or an Eye of the Storm. Have I explained it clearly enough?
I think I'm getting it.
To sum up, this has been a positive outcome. Going forward, you can use your elemental power without fear. Timaeus, the results of the new experiment are out. If you could see to collating them.
Just a moment, sir. I'll handle it. Oh, you gave me a lot to consider. Really stretched my limits. I'm thinking a lot clearer now. Oh, having you down as an animal wasn't very precise of me, but starting with the premise of an elemental life form? Now that was...
Not bad. I think it's an interesting line of inquiry. Whatever the truth of the matter, I'd like your research at the fore as opposed to my judgment.
You can count on me, sir. I'll extract a result satisfactory to all.
Is he trying to join the Knights? He's starting to sound like a suck-up. What Paimon meant to say was, that's the spirit! Mr. Albedo, say something!
Before we can proceed with our research, I need to... prepare something. Wait one moment. If you're interested, why not have a look around? It may help to pass the time.
Okay, so just snoop around. Alright. Observe table. Looks like an alchemy work table. Some potions and other apparatus are laid out here. Are these what Albedo uses to investigate the world? It would hurt to touch it, would it? It wouldn't hurt to touch it, would it? Okay, and what's this one? Observe record board. A board with some incomprehensible experimental reports stuck onto it. Still, you can tell that progress is being made on those experiments. Okay, and lastly... observe shelf. A shelf packed with books and potions. Looks like the owner has a habit of reading and researching potions simultaneously.
Here comes Albedo! Let's go see him!
Where? Oh, he's just over there.
I'm back. Did you see anything interesting?
Couldn't make heads or tails of anything.
Not to worry. They're all for alchemical purposes. You'd be hard-pressed to find an everyday use for them. Well, on with the research. There may be significant differences between different worlds. Take Tevat, for example. Here, those with visions can manipulate the elements. But worlds may well exist where only one person is able to do so, or even everyone. So, leaving elements to one side, do you possess any unique abilities? Ones that don't exist in this world?
Now that is a good question.
I think answering this question calls for the same methodology as last time. In other words, time for the next experiment.
Am I battling with slimes again?
No. You shan't be required to exert quite so much effort this time around. Now, see this pillar here? Use your willpower to try and break it.
Paimon, you give it a shot.
You think Paimon knows how to do that stuff?
That was your best effort? Well, can't be helped, I suppose. Have you tried using your elemental power with food? I don't mean for cooking as such. Rather, channeling your power into the ingredients themselves. I'm curious to see how the taste and texture respond. It may even help with proliferation.
Sure you're not just peckish?
I suppose I have a curiosity for things that others find surprising. Anyway, why don't you cook us up a sunshine sprat? I've just finished preparing the recipe.
Cooking? Paimon was looking forward to more mad scientist stuff.
Not only is this recipe a staple for me, it's also worth experimenting with and highly nutritious.
Paimon bets you're just hungry. It does sound yummy, though. Okay, Paimon approves.
I'll save you a fin or two.
Good buddies are always on the same page.
I'll leave you to it then. Looking forward to the results. If there's anything left over, maybe Timaeus can finish the last morsels.
Paimon doesn't think we'll have that problem. How are we gonna channel elemental power into the food? Maybe try the willpower thing again. Where does it get these ideas from anyway? Let's just do it the old-fashioned way.
Okay, cook some sunshine sprat and give it to Albedo. Okay, thank goodness there's a pot here. Sunshine sprat. Okay, that's a 3-star recipe. Okay, sunshine sprat. Oh, it's this one. Oh, it's a defense buff dish. Okay. Requires butter, fish, salt, and... what's that again? Small lampgrass. Okay. That's the same stuff used for, pile 'em up. Alright. Sunshine sprat. Let's do this. I think I'll make... Sure, whatever. Alright, let's do it. Alright, put Noel's bonus on. It's 1. Let's just cook 5. 2. 3. 4. 5. I'll just do the rest later. So let's go ahead and do it to Albedo.
That was fast. Looking forward to testing the results.
Alright, so give 1.
An average outcome experimentally, but you've really brought out the flavor. You seem well versed in the science of gastronomy. As far as the proliferation hypothesis is concerned, we've come up short. Seems like food presents the same headaches in your world as it does ours. Unless... could it be that the natural laws of this world are limiting your unique abilities?
We just didn't know how to channel elemental power into the food. It's a little more complicated than adding herbs and spices, you know.
Not to worry. At least we put some food to good use. No need to feel disheartened. And here's your portion. Enjoy. I can box it up if you like.
Woohoo! Thanks! Glad you were paying attention.
You're Paimon's new favorite.
I can tell that you're good friends. Paimon was keeping an eye on you and your safety during the whole experiment. Not that Paimon would have been able to do much if things had gone wrong. But anyway.
Hey! You were being nice a second ago! But you do have tasty recipes, so Paimon forgives you.
Whenever it comes to food, she easily forgives.
And you're right, we are good friends. You have good friends too, right? Good students?
Yes. I'm fortunate too, I suppose. Anyway, moving on to the next experiment. There are all manner of alchemical items here. Keeping them in their proper place is a challenge at the best of times. A while ago, I had the misfortune of misplacing a batch. I managed to retrieve the majority, but 2 vials have been evading me. Animal crystal fly elemental extract and electrohypostasis powder.
Electrohypostasis powder?
Paimon's barely finished eating and you want us to go gathering again?
Don't worry if you can't locate them. I was planning to replace them anyway. Though finding them would save me the hassle. If you had, say, a superpower, like night vision or vibratory sensing, lost property would be a thing of the past. I must have dropped them somewhere in the area where you were looking just now.
So, guess we'd better take a look.
There should be some elemental traces on the lost items.
Oh yeah! You could use elemental sight!
Alright, use elemental sight to look for the lost items. Oh, just here? Okay, we didn't have to go far. So what am I looking for anyway? Is it in here? It says I'm in the area, but what exactly am I looking for? Am I dumb or something? What's going on? It's a pine cone. That's not it. Use elemental sight to look. Oh, I see it. I see it.
This must be electrohypostasis powder!
Okay, I see. I see. And aha, I see it.
The extract of an animo crystal fly can only be animo elemental energy, right? This has gotta be it! Still in one piece! Good thing the vial's so strong!
Alright, Albedo, we got your missing items.
Goodness, you managed to find them. Incredible. 1,000 thanks. I'm wondering, this elemental sight, this is what allowed you to locate the items and find me here on the mountains, correct?
Yep! Guess it does sorta count as a superpower, huh?
Unfortunately, though elemental sight is seldom seen, it is not unheard of in Teyvat. Only a never-before-seen otherworldly power would be of benefit to my research.
You mean, we failed again?
Don't be disheartened. This falls entirely within my expectations. Besides, getting these items back, I'd call this a very worthwhile experiment. I have to commend your deduction that the items would contain elemental traces. Right then. Up until now, our research has focused on your otherworldly identity. Our research on your identity as one of us is just beginning.
With you to the end.
In essence, the differences between humans are reflected in our intellectual and physical capabilities. Let's start with physical. Looking out from where we're standing, can you see what Sucrose is doing?
Nope.
And if you jumped from here and landed on that cliff, the one over there, could you see her then?
Nope.
So what about if you planted a single blow on the mountain face here, and it burst into 1,000,000 fragments? Then could you see her?
Sounds like we're still on the superpower test.
Then I shouldn't get too excited. Still, we'll gain a more thorough understanding with an experiment. I know of a location that will be perfect for a physical test. Please, follow me.
Okay, head to the location of the next experiment. Oh, wrong way. What's this next experiment though? Up this mountain? And Albedo really wants to learn a lot about us since we are unique, I guess. Okay, just a little further up. Whoa. Okay, what are we gonna do up here? Oh boy. Oh, my goulash ran out again. Hold on, let me eat another one. Another goulash. Okay, there we go. So let's climb up. Climb up like Spider-Man.
Booba, get them!
Another fire. There we go. Almost there. Okay, what are we doing up here?
You want us to jump from up here?
Not necessarily. Not if you know of a better method, that is.
That's not very reassuring.
Whichever method you choose, the experiment will end when you reach the opposite shore of the lake. I will factor the time expended and your top speed into my comparative analysis.
The opposite side of the lake. So, we're gonna be swimming?
Without limitations, we complete tasks intuitively, using the method that seems most rational to us. Some of us would be unable to stand the icy waters, a thing rather refreshing. No matter what choice you make, it's all a part of the experiment. For me, every detail is invaluable to the research.
This is actually less stressful than the superpower part.
Then if you would, please, I eagerly await the results.
Wait a minute! While we're busy testing, what exactly are you gonna be doing?
Me? Recording data, responding to risks, providing, emotional support.
So if we do decide to go swimming, you gonna dive in with us?
No. Unless you're thinking of conducting competitive research?
Oh! Forget Paimon said anything.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't see there's a timer there. Alright, let's go. You sure you're gonna provide emotional support? Or emotional damage? Was I supposed to do something there? No? Ow, that hurt. Ouch. Oh boy. Oh boy. Woo! Okay. I shouldn't get too distracted with the dialogue.
Great work. I've never seen that. Your reputation precedes you, traveler. The data shows that you're easily outperforming the average citizen in Mondstadt.
But you followed us the whole way without breaking a sweat!
Me? Actually, I used alchemy to cheat a little. But anyway. If it turns out that the natural laws of Tavad do not affect you, I should be able to make various inferences about the otherworldly civilization you belong to. If the natural laws of Tavad do affect you, then I shall be able to make inferences into the kind of evolution that would occur under the absence of such effects. The innumerable possibilities that this could present, the captivating insights, it would be something to savor again and again.
But how does this help your research?
You've helped me to unravel many of the problems that were holding it back. When we return to the campsite, I should be able to show you something interesting.
What else have you researched this thoroughly?
I may be about to make some analogies between you and a few unusual specimens. I hope you won't be offended. Gold, petrified trees, a sun 8 times the size of our own. The essence of the investigative process is enthralling, but such feelings are inevitably fleeting in nature. I'm willing to pour all my energy into research, and yet specimens are finite. As the unknown transitions into the realm of scientific understanding, the feeling of enlightenment is lost. All these things that start out as objects of fascination end up possessing the prosaic mundanity of a sunsetia or a sweet flower. They cease to be noteworthy.
Oh, so that's why you wanted to paint those hilly churros? Because you got to see something new and interesting in the differences between them?
Precisely. To quote my exact words from earlier, these creatures are, for the most part, quite boring, not worth closer inspection. there is precious little about them that serves to pique my curiosity now.
So after all these experiments, are we gonna be, like, boring to you? Like some basic draft of a sketch?
Of course not. You have been of great assistance to me, and I will remember this friendship for a lifetime. Now, before we head back to the campsite, there's one more experiment. Intelligence.
Oh boy.
Follow me. There are some other ruins nearby.
Oh boy, Albedo is really dragging this so-called experiment on. So, where do we have to go now? Down? Okay, hold up. I took some fall damage. Let me heal up a bit. Sure, let's eat this. So, oh, no, I actually think it's further down. There's no ruin greater here anymore, right? Oh, thank goodness. I thought I have to fight it again. Oh, wait. I think I know where this is going. Because if I recall, there's a spot near the bottom of Dragonspine that has like these symbols. Yeah! It's that spot. Are we gonna be able to drain the water now? Let's get over there and find out. Hopefully the cutscene doesn't load and I end up taking fall damage again. So let's drop in 3, 2, 1. Now. Yeah, it's this spot. Oh, that switch wasn't there before. Okay, curious to see what's down there.
I imagine you must have encountered more than a few conundrums during your travels. I'd like to observe your intelligence by means of a practical test of your capabilities, much as we did for the physical test.
No problem.
I'd like you to explore these ruins and return with your findings. There are 2 puzzles located at the far ends of the ruins. After completion, you should be able to activate the mechanism in the center. As with the physical test, there are no restrictions. Do is an action I wish to observe.
I'm getting good at these.
A tried and tested adventurer, I see. So, let's see you in action. Start wherever you like.
Solve the nearby mechanism. Yeah, I remember during my free roaming, these were not here before. This used to be like a fire pit. Okay, so... okay, there are Sealies everywhere. So do I activate the Sealies?
It's a complex environment, so proceed with caution.
Okay. Oh, I see. Oh, hold on. Let me try to figure this out. I think I see what we're doing here. Okay, hold on. Let's try this way. Go. And go. I don't know if this will work. Nope, apparently did not. Okay, so... okay, let's see here. Okay, so if it takes one... okay, let's try this again. Okay, try you. And go. Almost. Yeah, got it. Smart boy right here. Okay, so... Oh, I didn't notice these two here. Where are the other Seelies for this?
Sealy like these are a common sight in the mountains. Returning them to their rightful places is up to you.
Ah, I forgot I had elemental sight. There you are. Okay, why are you going up there? Why can't you just go straight? Oh boy.
Out of the frying pan, into the...
Wait, I'm by the water.
Nice and spicy.
Windblade!
Out of the frying pan, into the...
Oh, come on, really?
Boba, get them!
Okay, that took care of the one. Okay, so there's the other Seelie. Oh boy. Why won't it let me climb? Let me recover my stamina first in case I drown like an idiot. There we go. Why couldn't I climb earlier? Alright, go on. Oh boy, Abyss Mage.
Race you!
You missed me.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Oh, never mind. You drowned. Okay, so back to... Again, why can't they just go around instead of over on top of something? Anyways, finally got it done.
It should now be possible to activate the central mechanism. Exactly what will happen when you do is something I'm looking forward to finding out.
Hey! Explaining things is Paimon's job!
Oh, seems that the water level has suddenly decreased. We should be able to see what's in the water now. Let's have a look.
Yeah, I'm curious to know what this is. I've been wanting to know what this is.
What's this?
Unfamiliar patterns.
To the best of my knowledge, these belong to a script of some kind. They can be found all over Teyvat, but they've never given up their secrets. There's still a lot to learn about them. And as for why they should ever have come to rest here, a true mystery. Let me make a copy first. I'll make time to go over them in greater detail after our research.
Another thing for the don't understand list. Unsolvable mystery this, weird experiment that. It'd be nice to get some cool results for once. Seems like if you want the reward, you gotta pay the price.
I've truly gained a lot from all this. Comparatively, the little reward I can offer is too small to mention. Let me return to the campsite first. By the time you get back, I may just have a fleeting miracle for you to witness.
See you soon.
Paimon's kinda looking forward to seeing the results of all this brain ache. Unless you can think of anything better to do, let's head back to the campsite.
Not so fast. You're not leaving until I'm convinced that nothing dangerous is going on here.
You! You didn't leave the mountain?
I most certainly did not. And I've witnessed everything that you and Albedo have been up to. I must say, you let your guards down. Or maybe you were drawn in by his compelling-sounding hypothesis and friendly demeanor.
What do you mean?
Taking orders from a complete stranger, drinking anonymous potions, participating in all kinds of strange experiments? I'd sooner believe you were tricked than that you would be so naive. Or perhaps, you were colluding from the beginning.
Sister Rosaria's guard's so high, she can't even see over the top of it.
I don't think he's a bad person.
It doesn't matter what you think. He could be a saint for all you know. But I understand him a little better than you, Outlander. I'm only concerned with one thing. Whether his alchemy has transformed you into something more sinister.
No way! Paimon would have sensed it. And anyway, he didn't even use any alchemy.
With an alchemist of his level, you wouldn't sense a thing. In any case, I'm not about to let a potential threat back into Mondstadt.
So, what are you gonna do?
You came here to be sure, so you must have your ways of assuring yourself.
I've gotta hand it to you. You have your moments. If I can be sure that nothing you came into contact with is dangerous, that's good enough for me. I've investigated everything else. The only items left on the agenda are these symbols.
But we don't even know what they mean.
That much is true. Not to mention, seems like there's nothing more to them. But for insurance purposes, I'd better make a copy. This is now a location of interest. Regular patrols should be set up here. Now then, all things considered, I deem that you pose no immediate threat. Which is what I was hoping. I would have been one very unhappy sister if you'd made me work overtime on your account.
Overtime?
Before we go our separate ways, Outlander, a word of advice. Don't be so quick to trust Albedo, and don't repeat the same mistakes that you did this time. You made a lot of rash decisions today.
She's gone! So stubborn. Mondstadt doesn't have many people like that.
Maybe she just lacks security.
Huh. Never mind her. Let's go see Albedo!
Alright, so yeah, that was pretty interesting. So let's go ahead and head back to the campsite. Hopefully there's a spawn point nearby. And yeah, just right here. Let's go. Alright, we made it back to the campsite, so let's go hear Albedo's conclusion of this whole experiment.
You're back. Good timing. I've just about reached the conclusion. You took quite a while. Did you get held up on the way back?
Quite literally, by a sister no less.
I wouldn't worry. She's just doing her job. Time for the results. We got a myriad of data today, and it was very difficult to finish all the research in one go. But the integral preliminary conclusion that I can offer you is you're very much like a human from this world.
That's it?
You couldn't tell that just by looking? We spent all day working our butts off for that?
Please, I understand that this may have seemed self-evident to you, but in fact, nothing in this world should be taken for granted. Have you ever considered that the world of Teyvat may have a natural hostility to Outlanders?
Only the gods would know.
I mentioned the natural laws of this world. You're able to converse with me here without consequence, and nothing seems amiss. But it's arguably a small miracle. The only other life form that, like you, has come here from afar is the seed that I mentioned. Under the effects of Teyvat's natural laws, it isn't even able to sprout, let alone bloom. But after I observed you, I had another idea. Imitating you helped to inspire my alchemy. And so...
Whoa! It looks like something's appearing!
The transition from nothing into something, from shoot to stem, and now to fruition. Is not nurturing otherworldly life also nurturing the world itself?
Aww.
It would seem that that's as far as we go. A transient bloom of incomparable beauty. Life's proudest achievement.
Paimon thought, with all our efforts, it might have bloomed forever, and it didn't even have any fruit.
Life is a manifold tapestry of free entities. Its value shouldn't derive from how long it stays with us. Even a momentary burst is precious. A short life can be well lived. A life lived efficiently, lived to perfection, is necessarily one unburdened by loneliness. So, do you understand what I meant about us conversing here arguably being a small miracle?
Well, I haven't withered just yet.
Things feel a little heavy right now. Don't be sad. You've got Paimon to look after you. Albedo, Paimon really wants to be your friend.
Thank you both. Even if dispelling loneliness is not essential for life, it certainly doesn't hurt. Your help inspired me to discover the means to make a flower bloom.
So I'm a helpful specimen?
I mean that the time I've spent traveling with you in the mountains was a valuable journey for me. In the future, if the need arises, can I solicit your help again?
Sure, even if you just want some company, find me anytime.
Well, glad I can count on you. I made a point throughout of telling him how ordinary the results were. But what was that sediment I saw forming at the bottom of the vial? It should not have been there. What could it mean? Those born of Earth are bound by its imperfections, but those born of chalk are free of impurities. You and I are alike, both composed of a substance that has yet to be fully defined. If, one day, I lose control, destroy Mondstadt, destroy everything, can I rely on you to stop me?
Oh, okay. Anyways, quest completed. Alright, only 60 Primo Gems. So, yeah, Albedo, pretty interesting guy, none to say. So, next on the list should be... yeah, Eula. So we're gonna do Eula's quest in the next episode. But I am all out of time for this episode, guys. So thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please give this video a big thumbs up. I really appreciate that. If you have any suggestions, what games I should cover next on the channel, please leave your suggestions in the comments down below. And I'll see if I can get a copy of it on PlayStation. And if you want to stay up to date with all the latest news on the channel, please follow me on my Facebook page at facebook.com/JaceGaming127 and over on twitter.com/JaceGaming127 if you have a Twitter account. But most importantly of all, if you want to stay up to date with all my latest videos, please click that subscribe button and then click that notification bell so that you are immediately notified on all my newest videos. And without further ado, maraming salamat for watching, Mon Gamers, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Ingat!